Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. This is your girl, Black Butterfly. So I'm making some hazelnut organic coffee this morning. It's kind of cool outside this morning, so I thought it'd be nice to make a cup of coffee as I talk to you guys about, what I'm going to talk about this morning. I'm going to add a little almond milk to it and a little date syrup to sweeten it. And, we're just going to sit and chit chat this morning. I'm going to go ahead and throw some eggs into the cast iron skillet. Oh, look at my coffee. It's coming along just swell. Look at that date syrup, y'all. Have you ever used it? It's really good, y'all. It's great sweetener, healthy. Enjoy every moment, guys. Let's try to do that as we go through our day. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my date syrup in the mug and my almond milk. And then I'm just going to pour the coffee right on top and stir it in. And we're just going to sip and talk and eat this morning and have a nice conversation. I'm going to catch you guys up on some things that I've been wanting to talk about, but I feel like this is the time for me to do it. Oh, look at that nice, dark, rich coffee. Oh, yes. We're going to enjoy this morning. All right, guys, get your coffee, cocoa, whatever it is, and we're going to go ahead and scramble up these eggs this morning. I'm just going to do 2 brown eggs and some butter. Nothing too serious, nothing too fancy. I'm not going to add any seasoning or anything to it. And I have some turkey sausage warming in the air fryer, so I'm going to put that to the side. And in the bag back there, there's some whole rolled oats with honey, and I'm going to eat that on the side. So that's our breakfast. We're going to have organic coffee, eggs, turkey sausage, and oatmeal. And we're just going to chit chat. Hope you guys don't mind me eating and talking. I don't do that too often, but this morning that's where we're gonna bring in the conversation over a little breakfast. I hope everyone is having a wonderful morning, and we're gonna proceed. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday. So I thought that I would come and do an early breakfast talk with y'all. Early morning video. I'm having eggs, turkey sausage, whole rolled oats with honey and cinnamon. And this no coffee. This is actually an organic coffee substitute that has almonds and hazelnut and barley and all kinds of other natural stuff in it. Because for obvious reasons, I hope it's obvious, I don't drink coffee because I can't have the caffeine. So I found this substitute, which I forgot I had. I had it for like a long time. Anyway, I told you I was going to tell y'all about my old job, what I was doing, and my new job. Okay. So without further ado, I'm sorry, y'all, for all of the shakiness of the screen. I'm trying to get this set up correctly. So anyway, y'all, so my old job was basically working at a nursing home facility doing laundry, in particularly the linens of the residents. Okay, sometimes we would get their clothes, but it was mostly the linens. I took this job after my sister passed away. I took this job as I was entering into caregiving for my mother and my aunt, who were also in a nursing home facility, and I had to get them set up. They weren't at the facility where I worked, but working at the facility where I worked helped me to deal with the facility where they were. Mind you, I had not had a full-time job for over 10 years. I did work at a hotel briefly for 7 months, but then that ended. And so basically I have been a housewife for over 10 years, coming out of a teaching career and a counseling career, briefly. Okay, so that's my career backstory. So when I applied for this job in the laundry, everybody was like, a lot of people were like, you're getting a job, and why are you working basically at a laundry in a nursing home when you have degrees? Well, with all of the grief that I was dealing with that was so heavy, I couldn't mentally deal with anything any heavier than that. And I told myself, if I didn't like it, I would just quit, Well, I liked it. It was easy. So I didn't quit. It was easy. No, it didn't pay much. And the schedule didn't bother me at first. Because it was like you work 4 days on and 2 days off. So however that fell was basically how you worked. It fell on a lot of weekends, which didn't bother me at first because I was so distracted with dealing with family and grief and taking care of my family that life just kept going. The grief was there. I was dealing with that. I was just dealing with a lot. Still having to be a wife, take care of myself. Everything just ran into each other, okay? So, the ladies that I work with, they were like in their 50s plus, and they actually helped me through my grief. They were very supportive. They pretty much embraced me. They really did. I can't take that away from them. So, as time went on, I started to find my strength, get stronger, and start healing, and started feeling not so heavy laden. Well, 2.5 years passed, and I started to understand the culture a little bit better and the environment in which I was working in. I couldn't see it at first the way I started seeing it as my mind started clearing, but to me it started feeling a little toxic. And not to get into any details per se, but I was thinking, okay, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here, but I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what else I want to do, because I know I don't want to go in the classroom. I don't want to do any of that because that's too stressful. I don't want to deal with paperwork and meetings and conferences. I don't want to do any of that in the field that I actually have a degree in. So, but I wanted the school board schedule, y'all. And I was like, okay, well, what else do they have that I don't mind doing where I'm not bringing paperwork home, but I'm still getting a schedule? Well, I noticed that there was a position for bus attendant. I looked at that. I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with all those kids on the bus. I didn't really know what the job really entailed, so I just brushed it off. So a year passed, and things are getting what I feel like worse at the job, at the nursing home, in my opinion. For me, it started to not be healthy for me. So some said, go back, and I know that something was the Holy Spirit. Said, go back and look at the bus attendant position. So I went back and looked at it. It was just pressing on my spirit, y'all. And I looked at the qualifications. I was like, darn, I got to get 2 certifications. That's going to take a while. So on my lunch break one day, I found out that the transportation office was right down the street from the job where I was already working. So I went quietly on my lunch break to talk to the director, who I knew personally at the time. There's a new director now. So anyway, they had just hired 5 people. She told me I had to get, these 2 certifications. I was like, okay, well, how do I go about doing that? She gave me a little information. I started Googling to take these classes. So I did that. Now, mind you, because everything had to be scheduled, like one certification class had to be scheduled, and that was like probably a month or so away from the other class I had to take. There's 2 things I had to do before I can even fill out an application that would be approved for the position. And I wanted to work in my hometown because I was working like in another town for the other job, the nursing home job. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna make a long story short. Got all the certifications, and I talked to God. I said, okay, God, I sat up in that laundry and I said, I don't know what I want to do, but I need you to put me where you want me to be so I can use my gifts and talents. Well, you know, I had already been summoned by the Holy Spirit to go back and look at the bus attendant job. So, and I was also putting applications in on Indeed. I put like 7 or 8 in. I was like, okay, I qualify for this. I was just like going it was like all or nothing. I said, whatever's meant to be, the door is going to open. I'm just going to do what I have to do to have all the qualifications and stuff. So anyway, I did all of that. I went ahead and told my supervisor what I was doing because I had to request a couple of days off that I was scheduled to work. And I didn't want to put them in a bind, but I was going to do those classes whether I had to work on that job or not. But I wanted to be professional about it and just be like, look, this is what I'm doing. God told me to move in silence. I am going to give you a 2 weeks notice, but I don't know when that's going to be. But right now, I have to get these certifications. And one of the dates is falling on a date I have to work here, so I have to request that off. So I'm trying to do it now. She was very understanding and everything. So all of that happened. And then I felt like the stress on the job escalated. And I was just like, okay, whether I have a job or not, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care. I was ready to go. And by this time, Indeed hadn't called me. Okay? So I'm like, somebody gonna hire me. I don't know who. I really didn't want the job from Indeed, but I would have taken it. But it paid more, and it would have required more of me, and I didn't want to give all that it was asking, but I was qualified to do it, so I was gonna do it. Anyhow, I didn't get the bus attendant permanent position that I applied for. I did an interview and everything. So I was like, okay, that's okay. I just need to get my foot in the door. So I'm going to sub. So I became a bus sub attendant. A sub bus attendant. I only really had a chance to sub one time. I was like, people were calling left and right for me to sub for them. So I was trying to fill my calendar up. Well, I had done the interview for Indeed and everything. Then I had to go do another workshop because I was adding on more sub positions in case the bus attendant position, I didn't have days to work every day. So I said, well, let me go add everything on except custodial at the school board. When I checked my email, because I have a school board email, and my email was an email from the director, the new director of transportation, saying, hey, I have a full-time available. Are you available? Had been in my email for 2 weeks, y'all. And I was like emailing him back, like, I'm on my way to this workshop that I have to do for the school board. Calling transportation, emailing them, talk to the secretary, and I was like, I am available. Is the job still available? Job was still available. Mind you, it had sat in my email for 2 weeks, y'all. It was meant for me. I was so excited. And let me tell you what I was more. I still did the workshop. I went through with the workshop and everything. Talked to the director on the phone on my way to the workshop. And I had sub jobs that were already on the books. So I had to wait for human resources to give me my start date. But when they called me with my start date, I had sub jobs already scheduled. I said, well, can I finish these few sub jobs and call the other people who are scheduled out so that I'm not putting anybody in a position? And I start on the 17th, which is tomorrow. They was like, sure. We worked around all that. So I said all that to say this. Today was my last sub day on the bus. But when I got there, there was another subbing too for the same position that I was supposed to be subbing for. So I guess the lady that I subbed for her, that I got a full-time, I don't know if I told her, but I told her I would still work for her. I didn't cancel it because I didn't want her to have to find somebody else. But I guess she just had a backup plan. I could have been working full-time starting today, but I'm starting tomorrow. Full-time as a bus attendant on the, basically you call it SWE bus, students with exceptionalities. So it's different than a regular school bus. And it's really a sweet position. It is. God really, he answered my prayers. And I was more excited about God answering my prayers than the actual job. Because I know what I prayed for. You know, and the school board is recognizing or honoring my degrees. So as far as the pay, it's more than I was making on my other job, but it's not as much as I would be making as a teacher. But because of my degrees, I do get I'm not getting the base pay. Anyway, I wasn't even worried about all that. Because if money was ever my concern, I would have never taken the laundry position. If money was ever my concern, I would have never taken the bus attendant assistant. I would have worked completely under my degrees and got the highest pay that I could possibly get under my degrees. However, my main concern was my peace of mind and my time. And that's why this particular job worked so well with my goal to at least do van life part-time, being a wife and working. Because I mean, I'm not at retirement age. I can't draw Social Security at retirement. And I still have to work. I'm relatively young. I'm 45. So I have about 20 more years of work that I need to get under my belt. And this is something I feel like I'm willing to do, unless God says differently, unless he changes the plans, the journey in any kind of way. But the thing about it is I could travel with this job, because I looked at the school board schedule. They have so many holidays that we're off, and we're off every weekend, and it's optional to work during the summer. And I don't have to work all day. Like, I'm salary, I'm full-time, but I only work in the morning, like for 2 hours, and in the afternoon for 2 hours. The mid part of the day, I could do whatever I want. I could pick up extra jobs in the middle if I want to make extra money. But, you know, I feel like I get the best of both worlds of still feeling like a housewife. I like being a housewife and working full-time. So this gives me an opportunity to have time to play with as far as travel, to spend time with my family, to do van life, you know, to go some of those places that I want to go that I need a little more time other than a weekend. Because I think we get like a week out for Thanksgiving, a week out for Christmas, and then there's Christmas break goes into another week, I think a winter break. And then we have Mardi Gras for a week. Plus we have our weekends. And then the summer break, that's probably over a month to 2 months. So I have time to plan some things, some road trips, and some family stuff. So that's why it was so important for me to get this particular position, or a position in the school board where it opened up my time. Because on the other job, I wouldn't have had that kind of time. Like, really I wouldn't have had a life, honestly. And my husband was glad that I quit that job too, because he felt like I had too much education for the position. But, you know, I'm kind of, I mean, it was humbling. I mean, I don't feel like there's ever anything that's beneath me, that I can't do. It was an honest dollar. I was willing to do it. It was all about my mental capacity. It wasn't about, oh, I'm too good for this position because I have degrees. I'm not like that at all. You know, that's why I coming on YouTube, not, you know, I was like, well, it doesn't matter if I make money on YouTube or not. I mean, if it's meant to be, it'll happen, but I wasn't worried about it either. I mean, I felt like this was somewhere I could come and do something else I enjoy doing, like making videos. So, I'm the type of person, I like my freedom. And all these decisions that I've made and the doors that God has opened up is giving that back to me. And I'm so grateful for it. So right now I'm in a space where, because tomorrow I start permanently. So I'm adjusting to a new routine, which kind of isn't hard for me to do because I was already getting up early in the morning. But now I want to take advantage of the time to really take care of myself, because I've been taking care of everybody else. I really want to just take care of me, spend time with my husband as much as I can, and my family as much as I can, and myself and my God, you know, because I just want to offer back myself to him for blessing me, because I feel like this has been a blessing. You all have been a blessing to me, and I just wanted to tell you that story because I've been telling a story and bringing you on a journey with van life, you know, trying to get there with the job situation. Like, all of that had to be in place for me to even do what it is in my mind that I want to do. I couldn't do it any other way. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I have to work. The good thing about being off during the summertime is, and being able to travel, is I still get paid through the summer. So I don't have to worry about working during the summer if I don't want to. I mean, yeah, you know, I have a spouse and we work together when it comes to financial stuff, but still, you know, I still have to work. This breakfast is good. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. I'm probably going to, I'll have a free day today. I do have some errands that I need to run. And I'm probably going to go walk in the park and just kind of get some fresh air and enjoy the nature. Might go on a trail. I don't know. But you guys have a happy beginning of the week. Happy Monday. So I kind of hope that I explained clearly my vision, what I've been trying to do, what I've been telling you in the past videos for those of you who've been following me, for you to kind of understand my healing process, my growth, my journey, why I was doing certain things the way I was doing it. Because, you know, it honestly, there were days when I just really wanted to give up. Like, for real. A lot of people don't know that about me because of how a lot of times people see me as jovial, smiling all the time, positive and stuff like that. But I had so many moments, nights, and days where, y'all, I just really wanted to give up. I did. So many days where things just felt so heavy. So heavy. And I still have days where I'm like, God, I miss my family. But I got to keep going. Because my journey isn't over yet. But it's important for me to fulfill a lot of the dreams that I have lined up, places I want to go. It's so important for me to do that. So we're going to continue this together. You guys gave me encouragement to not feel discouraged about YouTube. You're still here with me, and I really do appreciate y'all. And this van life of mine told me to record this way because a lot of you guys prefer it like this. So let me know if this is a better angle, because I usually turn my phone straight up. I prefer it like that, but hey, I'm not the one watching this as much as you. I do watch my videos and make sure that, you know, everything is the way I want it to be. Also, I wanted to give a shout out to Chandy Speaks. I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her in this video. I probably need to do this in a separate video, but she's a van lifer, like a for real full-time van lifer. I'll go to her channel. I dig this woman because she's just so interesting to me. I find a lot of comfort in listening to her stories. She does these diaries on her page, Chandy Speaks, and she does these different episodes, and they're just so authentic and, you know, not scripted. And I really love her style. I love what she's doing, and go check her out. I wanted to give her a shout out. And I hope, Chandy, I hope you don't mind me giving you a shout out, because I really like your channel. I like you. Because you just seem so laid back, kind of go with the flow type person, and it calms my nerves watching you. Anyway, y'all go watch her channel, go subscribe to her channel. I just really feel like she has a lot of things that we can pull from. Like, I just have learned a lot watching her, just her humility, you know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a beautiful day. I will be back with more. I'm gonna finish eating my breakfast, taking my vitamins, and go take me a walk and just chill. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. Chill and take care of Black Butterfly. So I'm signing off. Peace, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Welcome to any new subscribers that I may have. And I'll be back, y'all. Try not to stay gone too long, but y'all know me. Anyway, peace.